Good morning my dear students. Again welcome back to your history class, and the chapter which I am going to start today is the new chapter, that is the Vijaynagar and Bahomoni kingdoms. This is the 6th chapter from your history. So this is the new chapter, so please listen carefully. Now among the dynasties that ruled the Delhi Sultanate and for about 3 centuries, the last powerful dynasty was the Tughlaq dynasty. So there were 5 dynasties, isn't it? So among those 5 dynasties, the powerful dynasty was the Tughlaq dynasty. The second Tughlaq Sultan, who was the second Tughlaq Sultan? Muhammad bin Tughlaq. For the first time in the history of Sultanate, annexed some Deccan kingdom. So for the first time during Muhammad bin Tughlaq's rule, the Deccan, that is towards the south of India, was annexed. However, during the last years of his rule, the Deccan kingdom began to revolt against the Sultan. So during the last year of Muhammad bin Tughlaq's rule, the ruler of Deccan, they start to revolt against the Sultan. Consequently, 2 powerful independent kingdoms rose in the Deccan. Now in the Deccan, there were two important kingdoms, that is the Vijaynagar. One is the Vijaynagar, Vijaynagar kingdom, and the Bahomoni kingdom. Vijaynagar and the Bahomoni kingdoms. Now we are going to learn about these 2 kingdoms. The first is the Vijaynagar. So first we are going to do the Vijaynagar kingdom. The 2 brothers Harihara I and Bukaraya I, they founded the Hindu kingdom of Vijaynagar on the bank of river Tungabhadra. So this Vijaynagar kingdom was, who founded this? The 2 brothers Harihara I and Bukaraya I. They founded this Vijaynagar kingdom at Tungabhadra river, on the bank of this Tungabhadra river. Their dynasty, what was their dynasty known as? Sangama dynasty. So their dynasty was known as Sangama dynasty. The 2 brothers expanded their small kingdom by capturing the neighboring territory. So how they made the kingdom big was by capturing their neighboring kingdoms. And the capital of Vijaynagar kingdom was also known as Vijaynagar. The successive rulers greatly expanded the Vijaynagar kingdom. At one time, the kingdom covered the whole of South India. So at one time, this Vijaynagar kingdom, it expanded and it covered almost the whole of South India. From river Tungabhadra to the southernmost tip of India. So starting from Tungabhadra river to the tip of South India. Everything, this whole was the Vijaynagar kingdom. The Vijaynagar kingdom became an important center of Hindu culture. So this Vijaynagar kingdom became an important center of what? Hindu culture. And this Vijaynagar kingdom lasted for how many years? It lasted for 230 years. It lasted for 230 years. And how many kings were there within this 230 years? 16 kings. And there were how many dynasties? 3 dynasties. So Vijaynagar kingdom ruled for 230 years. 16 kings ruled the Vijaynagar kingdom, and there were how many dynasties? 3 dynasties. So these 3 dynasties were Sangama dynasty, Saluva dynasty, Tuluva dynasty. Again, Sangama dynasty, Suluva dynasty and Tuluva dynasty. Now Krishna Raya Deva, who was he? So Krishna Deva Raya, he is considered as the greatest ruler. So Krishna Deva Raya, he was Krishna Deva Raya, Krishna, Krishna Raya. Krishna Raya or Krishna Deva Raya. Krishna Deva Raya. He was the greatest king of this Vijaynagar kingdom. During his rule, Vijaynagar emerged as the powerful and prosperous kingdom. So when Krishna Deva, he ruled this Vijaynagar kingdom, it became very prosperous and powerful. And how do we come to know about the rule of Krishna Deva Raya was from the account of Portuguese travelers. So, during his reign, during Krishnadevaraya's rule, there were Portuguese travelers who came to his kingdom, and this Portuguese traveler was Domingo Pez. Okay, Domingo Pez, his name was Domingo Pez. He came to the kingdom of Vijaynagar and he wrote an account of Krishnadevaraya, and this is how we come to know about Krishnadevaraya. And also a Persian traveler named Abdul Razak, he also wrote book on Krishnadevaraya, and through this book we come to know about the rule of Krishnadevaraya. They visited Vijayanagar during the reign of Krishnadevaraya and praised his rule. Then now the decline of this Vijayanagar kingdom. Why this Vijayanagar kingdom declined? Krishnadevaraya died in 1530. So Krishnadevaraya, he died in 1530 AD, and his successors proved incompetent. That means they were not capable. They could not withstand the continuous attack by the 5 small kingdoms that once comprised of Bahomoni kingdom. So they were again and again attacked by these 5 kingdoms. So these 5 kingdoms before, they were united and they were known as the Bahomoni kingdom. So every now and then the Vijayanagar kingdom was attacked by small other kingdoms. So the rulers were not capable. In the battle of Talaikota in 1565 AD, Vijayanagar ruler Rama Raya faced the combined attacks of the 5 Bahomoni kingdoms and suffered a crushing defeat. So it was again one of the Vijayanagar ruler Rama Raya, he faced attack from these 5 kingdoms of Bahomoni. Okay, this 5, let's say this 5 kingdoms or this 5 Bahomoni kingdoms, and he was defeated. With the defeat began the decline of the Vijayanagar kingdom. So with the defeat of this ruler Rama Raya, the Vijayanagar kingdom, it was defeated, it declined and stopped. It ceased means it stopped to exist in early 17th century. Okay, so this is how the Vijayanagar kingdom declined, because there were no capable ruler after Krishnadevaraya, and Rama Raya, he faced attack from the 5 kingdoms of Bahomoni. Okay, 5 Bahomoni kingdoms, and this is how the Vijayanagar kingdom declined. Then administration. In the Vijayanagar kingdom, the king headed. Who was the head of the administration in this Vijayanagar kingdom? It was the king. His words were law. Whatever he said, his words were law. It became law and everybody had to follow. The king also constituted a council of ministers. So there were council of ministers under the king, and this council of ministers assisted, that is, helped him in running the administration. The council of ministers, who was the head of the council of ministers? The prime minister. Vijayanagar kingdom was divided into 6 provinces. Okay, so this Vijayanagar kingdom, it was divided into how many provinces? It was divided into 6 provinces. 6 provinces. And these 6 provinces were called Rajyas. R-A-J-Y-A-S, Rajyas. Rajyas, or it was also known as Mandalams. The province were again divided into, the 6 provinces were divided into Nandus, that is district. Each Nadu, it consists of gramas, that is village. So each of this village, okay, each of these provinces, the 6 provinces were divided into Nadus, or it was also known as districts, and this again districts were divided into villages or gramas, and each province was headed. So each of this province, so there were 6 provinces, each province was headed by a governor. In each province there was a governor, and one of the notable feature of this Vijayanagar administration was the administrative post gradually became hereditary. So this administration, this administrative post, okay, so it became hereditary. Now moving on to the economic condition. What was the economic condition of this Vijayanagar kingdom? The accounts of the foreign travelers present Vijayanagar as a prosperous kingdom. So, the Vijayanagar kingdom was very prosperous. How do we come to know? Through the books which were written by the travelers. The kingdom earned revenue primarily from agriculture and trade. So, agriculture and trade also flourished a lot, it developed a lot, and the revenue, the tax was collected from agriculture and trade. Land tax was levied according to the fertility of land. So, land tax. So, how the land tax was paid? According to the fertility of the land. If the land was very fertile, okay, then they used to pay more tax, but if the land was not that fertile, the tax was less. It varied from 1/3 to 1/6 of the produce. Okay, so it varied from 1/3 to 1/6 of whatever was produced. So, if they produce more, they paid more tax. If they produce less, the tax was less. The state took steps to improve irrigation facilities and provided more land for agriculture. Again, what steps were taken by the state? That they provided more and more land for agriculture, and irrigation facilities were also improved. Okay, irrigation means to supply water to the land. Then this gave a boost to agriculture. So, agriculture, because of this, the agriculture, it flourished, it developed a lot. There were a lot of prosperity. Trade with foreign countries also brought revenue in the form of custom duty. Custom duty means the tax, custom tax. So, they would trade with other foreign countries. So, once having trade with other foreign countries, then there were a lot of tax which were brought into the kingdom. The export included sugar, rice, spices, cotton and sandalwood. So, these were exported from India, or let us say from Vijayanagar to other foreign countries. Rice, sugar, sandalwood, okay, cotton. The main import, what was bought inside this Vijayanagar kingdom from the other country was horses from Arabia, elephants from Sri Lanka and silk from China. Okay. So, these were the economic condition of Vijayanagar kingdom. So, again I will stop here, but I will just tell you what we did today. We started with this new chapter, the Vijayanagar and the Bahomoni kingdom, where in south, these two kingdoms, the Vijayanagar and Bahomoni kingdom, became the powerful kingdoms in the south, and the Vijayanagar kingdom was founded by Harihara I and Bukaraya I. They founded this Vijayanagar kingdom at the bank of the river Tungabhadra, and their dynasty was known as the Sangama dynasty. So, Vijayanagar, the capital of Vijayanagar kingdom was Vijayanagar itself, and this kingdom expanded a lot. And it ruled for this Vijayanagar kingdom lasted for 230 years. In this 213 years, there were 16 kings and there were 3 dynasties. Okay, Sangama dynasty, Salva dynasty and Tuluva dynasty. And Krishna Deva Raya, among the 16 rulers, Krishna Deva Raya was the greatest ruler, and apart from him, his successors were not that successful, or they were not capable, and Vijayanagar kingdom, because of that, Vijayanagar kingdom had to face defeat and declined. In the field of administration, king was the head. Under the king, council of ministers were there, and council of ministers, the head of the council of ministers was the prime minister. Again, the kingdom was divided into 6 provinces. The 6 provinces were again divided into nadus or district, and nadu consisted of what? Villages or gramas, and the head of the province were known as governors. And finally, economic condition. The economy of this Vijayanagar kingdom, it flourished a lot. It was very, very prosperous. There were agriculture flourished a lot, trade flourished a lot. There were land tax, okay, which was the land tax was given according to the fertility of the land. If the land was fertile, the tax was more. If the land was not fertile, the tax was reduced. And irrigation facility was improved, more land was provided for agriculture, and again there were foreign trade. This kingdom had trade relation with foreign countries, and this brought lot of prosperity inside the kingdom. And what was exported from the kingdom was sugar, rice, spices, cotton and sandalwood, and what was bought inside the kingdom was Arabian horses, elephants from Sri Lanka and silk from China. Okay, so with this I end today's topic, and again next class I will start with another topic and I will send you notes on this. Thank you.